Have you seen Messi's role change throughout the years for Argentina? And I'm not just talking about his role as a leader, as someone whose influence is just growing bigger and bigger in the team. I think against Mexico, you can see, I think he was giving a lot of instructions as well to his teammates. He was trying to get them to focus. Have you seen Messi's role change throughout the years?
Not necessarily, not in the national team. And I think his quality is his individualism, his pace, his dynamism, his ability to go past players, his ability to see a pass. And I don't think his role will ever change. He doesn't rely solely on pace. You look at somebody like Mbappe, who a huge part of his game is his pace. When Father Time catches up with him and his pace slows, then he'll have to adapt his game. Whereas Messi's 2-3 steps ahead of everybody already with his vision, with his passing. And if he does adapt his game as he gets older, I mean, this is going to be his last World Cup, but in a similar way to Bernardo Silva, drop deeper, see the passes, take players on, be creative, assists. But I don't think his role and his performance has really changed over the years. Maybe dropped in a slightly deeper role to become more effective with the players around him. Not quite as high, but I think his role's been very, very similar throughout his career.
But do you think Argentina are still, even throughout the years, even under Scaloni, and they went on the unbeaten run, it looked like they were working a lot more as a team with partnerships all around the pitch with Messi as well, rather than playing it through Messi. Do you feel that they are, even with that, they're still so reliant on Lionel Messi, almost over-reliant at times, because when Messi doesn't play well, Argentina doesn't play well?
This is the point. Exactly, this is the point, because the focus is so much on Messi, and the pressure is so high on him. And he knows, this is my last World Cup. I can't believe that he's in 4 years playing again. Maybe he will, but in a top form, he's at the moment in a really good form. So, and he's frustrated because we lost against Saudi Arabia. We're not playing well against Mexico. And if I'm not playing well, the rest is not playing well.
Yeah,
why? Because we have Angel Di Maria, we have Meg Alisa, we have Alvarez on the bench, top-class players. So, okay, it can happen that I'm on this day not in form, but that doesn't mean that other players doesn't be in form. So they have to help him as well. And that was maybe a reason why he's shouting to the players. This is his last World Cup. It's his biggest dream to win the World Cup. 2014, he was very close before, lost unlucky against Germany. Now is maybe the last time for them because the quality is there. Now they have to work together as a team, and then they can play a top role.
Danny?
I think Messi is, for me, Messi's the greatest player, individual player that I've ever seen. Messi does things that no other player can do. You know, it's not about numbers. His ability, the way that he plays the game, his skills is superb. So of course they're all looking to Messi to think, you know, what's he going to do? When we need a moment of magic, can we get the ball to Messi? We've seen him score hat-tricks. We've seen him for 4 or 5 goals in a game. He's outstanding. And I think it's only natural at times that you look towards him. He's changed his role slightly. He's been at the top level now for 16 years, 17 years. Every single year, he's been the top player or one of the top players in the world. That takes a toll on you. So if you look at him now, he's clever. A lot of the time he stands still. And he's walking around and he just sits in, he just finds a little pocket of space, then he turns and then he does something. But Marcus is right. He can't win it on his own. You know, there was all the talk of when Ronaldo won the Euros. Ronaldo won the Euros. No, he didn't. He didn't even play in the final. He came off injured. But that Portugal team was a very, very good side, and they had great players around him. Messi needs the rest of the team to step up.
Sorry, Michelle, I think going back to your original question, I think Messi has the quality to win a game on his own with that individual brilliance, like we saw in the last game against Mexico. He's got the ability to do that. He's got the ability to take the game by the scruff of the neck and win a game with 2 or 3 moments of genius. Lewandowski relies on others around him to provide him the service. In the right areas, given the right service and the right balls into the box, he'll score goals. We know he will. Whereas Messi can do it on his own. I
just wonder, and you're mentioning Cristiano as well, with Messi, this is such a big tournament for him, right? Such a big World Cup for him. And he wants so much out of his teammates. It can be a bit of a double-edged sword to some level because, yes, obviously you inspire your teammates, you motivate your teammates, but if you're demanding so much from them, quite similarly with Cristiano and at Portugal, sometimes it can go the other way. It can rub other people the wrong way. Yeah,
but I look at the way Messi's always been more of a team player. At Barcelona, He played on the wing at times. He's played in different positions. He's played for the team. In his early days especially, he would work back and he would work incredibly hard. You know, he would do the ugly side of the game as well. He can't really do that so much anymore. He's 34. You know, he's kind of 35. He's getting on a little bit in football terms. And I said, to be at that top level for 16, 17 years, that takes a toll on your body. And he's been kicked an awful lot in that time as well. If you have a player like Messi in your team, you give him licence to almost do what he wants. Because, as Paul says, you're looking for him. You're not looking for him to run the game anymore. You're looking for 4 or 5 moments in the game where he just produces a pass, a goal, or whatever it might be.
And I think in that formation, the way that they've played in this World Cup Argentina, he plays kind of, it was Martinez. We know that Alvarez plays today, but Messi sits in the middle in like a 10 role. He's got Di Maria one side and McAllister's been the other side of him. Kind of the legs around him, which allows him the space and the freedom to be that creative player, to be that world-class player that he is in that system.